Welcome back to Cardano Sense. My name's Anthony, and today we were going to talk about the Plutus Foundation and the Plutus application framework. But you know what? Charles had a really interesting AMA on Sunday. It's about 2 hours long, but there were some really good nuggets of information in there. So I think we're going to go over that today, and we're going to leave this for maybe Thursday or sometime in the future. Next Tuesday, we're going to go over the Plutus playground. I need some time to look over that and study that a bit. So we're gonna wait so I have over the weekend to look into that. But definitely next Tuesday we're going to do that. All right, before you get started, I run a stake pool, Sophie, S-O-P-H-I, named after my daughter. If you'd like to support me, you could, I'd love to have you delegate to that if you have some ADA. If not, I also have just kind of an ADA support address. If you want to help me out, you like what I do, that would be great. Okay, let's get down to the AMA Charles had the other day, other than, I don't know if it was day or night, on Sunday. Very interesting. It was a long one. It was 2 hours. But there was a couple really cool nuggets of information. He talked for about 20 minutes and then did questions for the rest of the time for about an hour and 40 minutes. But he did touch on marketing, on a dedicated dev experience person, and about creating another DSL and DeFi. So let's start with the marketing. One of the biggest issues I've had with Cardano, it's an issue in the sense that it's hard to explain Cardano to other people, especially it seems like people in this cryptocurrency ecosphere. When you're watching YouTube videos, I'd say about 95% of these YouTube videos all about price, right? Well, every altcoin is kind of lumped together. There's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, and there's like everything else, right? No one really cares. They care if the price is going up, it's going down. They listen to something on the news. There's a new technology that's supposed to be coming out in a week. If the certain coin like came out with this new technology, the price would go up a little bit. Or it's actually kind of ridiculous because you see these stories, and sometimes the stories aren't even right. And these people really have no idea kind of what they're talking about. And I guess I don't really blame them. I mean, that's their kind of clientele, but they just don't know about the technical stuff. So my biggest fear was that Goguen was going to come out and it was going to just be like any other day. Now Goggen's out, and oh yeah, we do smart contracts just like Tezos and like a bunch of other places, and that was just going to kind of be it. So when I found out that Charles has been spending a couple months looking for a marketing manager, and he found one. I guess her name is Liza. He's very impressed with her, so that's good enough for me. I'm happy. I mean, I thought they already had a marketing department. And I was a little bit worried because I don't see a lot of marketing, but he hired Liza, and Liza is reporting directly to him. That's important, and the reason that's important is because IOHK is a fairly large company. They do a lot of different things, so Charles has to limit himself, right, to who reports directly to him. So if someone's reporting directly to Charles, then that's an important person. So I was very comforted when I heard that Liza would be reporting directly to Charles. It means that this is something that's really important to Charles, and that he's gonna stay on top of it. So that was absolutely great to hear. So what is Liza gonna concentrate on, right? What's her like big area gonna be? Well, she's gonna focus on comparison marketing. Basically, what that is why are we better than Ethereum, right? Why does Ethereum have gas prices that are so high and our gas prices aren't going to be high? Why is it better to use a functional language, Plutus, Haskell, rather than Solidity, right? Solidity, right? It's been around for 33 years now. Solidity is kind of a newer language. I mean, all these things are what she's going to do. She's going to compare and contrast the companies, right? She's going to explain why it was good that everything's based on math. Why IOHK waited until they wrote papers and could prove things before they wrote, kind of a lick of code. Why is it safer to have a DeFi contract that's written in a language that is being used, that's already being used by banks and financial institutes, right? Why, what makes us different, right? Tezos, right? They have smart contracts, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to send transactions on Tezos. So why are we better than Tezos? So anyway, this is what she's going to be doing. This is so important. So that's great. Now the other thing I was worried about with Cardano was Haskell. Again, it all comes down to Haskell for me, right? Because even though that is it's a functional language, and it's like, I think it's like the perfect language to use for what they're doing, especially for DeFi and for smart contracts in general. But the issue is nobody knows Haskell. I mean, Haskell, I think last year was on the list of dying languages. Haskell's awesome. I'm just starting to learn Haskell. It's such a fun language. Once you get over that initial hump, it's just such a great language. You could see why people use it. But again, the issue with Haskell is that we have to find people who are going to write these smart contracts. So this is where the dedicated dev experience person comes in, right? So this is what this person is going to be doing. And these are direct quotes. Developer acquisition. So what this means is Charles, IOHK, is going to go out there and they're going to go grab and find developers, right? They're going to market for developers, developer incentives. So they're going to pay. What that means is they're going to pay these developers to create contracts. Developer collaboration. Now this is great. Charles actually explained this a little bit, touched on this. So basically what he's saying is when a developer has a problem, where do they usually go? Like Stack Overflow? They're not going to have to do that, right? They're going to have direct connection to IOHK and to the developers of Plutus and of Cardano. And the last thing was application deployment, right? Well, that makes perfect sense because these guys may know Haskell, but they don't know how to get it on how to deploy it on the smart contract. So these are all things that this dedicated dev experience person is going to be doing. So that's awesome. So between the marketing person and this dev experience person, that handles the two biggest issues that I actually saw with Cardano. And this is great. I kind of geek out on marketing. I have a degree in marketing, so I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how this person is going to market Cardano. Because to be honest with you, I can't think of many blockchains I've seen marketed. Maybe MCO and Crypto.com, but I don't. I mean, maybe I just haven't noticed it, but I can't think of a lot of blockchains that have been marketed. Most of it's, well, you know what? That's not true. I'm sure they've paid for marketing through a lot of YouTube creators and that kind of thing. I just, usually when creators do that, they don't say they're getting paid to market a coin. But I'm really curious. I'm excited to see how Liza is going to progress with this marketing, do this marketing. Another nugget that came out of this. So there's another DSL being created, I guess, a domain-specific language. Marlowe is the one that's created now. Now, I don't think I didn't. Charles didn't say exactly what it was, or I don't know. I didn't get it, but there is one being created, so that's good. Whoever he's creating it for, whatever domain they're creating this language for, what that means is that's going to be another group of people that's going to be able to get in and start working right away, and start creating contracts, or just code. Another thing he said, and this is a quote: he has been obsessed with DeFi. He's had lots of interviews and discussions with hundreds of people. This is great because I'm sitting here watching all these DeFi projects go, and all these this billions of dollars going into DeFi. It's like another billion every day, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, where's Cardano? Let's go. I want to get involved in this. So it's nice to know, and that Charles seems that he is feeling the same way as we all feel. Like let's go. Let's hit the road running here. So I'm so excited for Goguen to come out. And the last thing, I guess, and this is the cat that got out of the bag, right? Ergo is creating a stablecoin for Cardano. So we heard about that a couple days ago. And Ergo, it looks like they're going to be an oracle here. That they're two. I think there's two. There's two things that they're doing right now. So, like I said, it's not financial advice. I can't give financial advice, but Ergo would probably be if you have a couple bucks. If I had a couple bucks, let's put it that way, I would probably throw a couple bucks into Ergo, because once Cardano blows up, I'm sure Ergo is not going to be far behind if Ergo is working with us on some of the Oracle stuff. All right, that's about it. I didn't want to keep this going too long. It's been about 10 minutes. That's fine. My last video was very long. It was almost a half an hour. So I wanted this to be more of just kind of an informative video and to tell you what I got out of Charles' AMA. And I'm really, really excited for this marketing manager and for this dedicated dev experience person. I think we've got some really exciting things coming up, and I can't wait to dig into this some more. A week from today, I should have the Plutus Playground review, and I'll get into that like I did with the Marlowe, so it'll be a little longer. Not sure what I'm going to do on Thursday. I'd really like to talk about the what do you call it? The fund, the defund, I forgot the name of it, the defund. We're supposed to be able to submit ideas coming this Monday. And I don't know what's going on with it. I went on the forum and I wrote a nice little some questions, and I'm waiting for them to get answered, because there's a lot of people that are waiting to find out how we can apply to this defund. So hopefully, if I get that information between now and Thursday, that's what I'll do my next little video on. If not, we'll figure something else out. So, all right, well, I'm gonna end this now, and I will see you all on Thursday. Have a great day.